Hey my swanky people, it's Alex. I am coming at you with another blow dry tutorial. Today we are going to be doing, the coloring is off, the Trendsetter. So if you see here, she has a nice curtain bang. She's got some tousled kind of beach wave going on, but it's more of like a blow dry wave versus like a curling iron wave because it's more organic, it's a little more flowy, a little bit of all, there we go, I wonder why it's, here we go. A little more flowy, a little bit of volume, but it's not like set with a curling iron. So I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite ways to create this tousled look with a round brush. She just got a fresh bang, so I'm going to also show you how to style that curtain bang. The products I'm using on her, I washed her with Pureology Pure Volume shampoo and conditioner. I didn't want anything too heavy. I wanted something that was going to give her that kind of tously, light, airy look. And then I went in with my favorite Redken Guts 10 at the root area. I applied that just kind of like sectioning everywhere on the head, like right at the root. And then I used Redken Full Frame 7 through the mids and ends just to kind of give some hold with the brush and a little bit more volume. And then we are going to finish with Redken Triple Dry 15 today for a little bit of tousle hold and feel. So anyways, here's Erica. She is nice and wet. She just got shampooed. I am going to get her pretty much, I'd say 70% dry with just a rough dry. And then I'm going to go in with my blow dryer or with my round brush and show you how to get this look. So first and foremost, I actually take that back. I am going to start with her bangs while they're soaking wet. I find that once bangs get any kind of dryness starting to happen to them, that they don't lay quite right. So I'm gonna start with her bangs first, and then I'm gonna rough dry everything else and go from there. So follow along. So I'm gonna section her out in 3 sections. I'm gonna section ears forward here. Ears forward on the other side, and then one big section in the back. So I've got my 3 main sections, and then I'm going to also find my bangs, which are in the front. Here's a bang section. And my other bang section. So I have this is the 45. I like starting with a bit of a smaller brush in the bangs. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna blow them back and away, this way. I just did another tutorial video where I actually cut this bang, and I've kind of changed up how I want to show you how to style a curtain bang. So everything's gonna be coming away this way, and that's gonna create that nice open curtain effect. So here we go. So take note how I let my ends cool. I kind of let it just kind of roll at the end. I took the blow dryer away and let it roll. So we've got our bangs. And you know what? I told us to section, but with a rough dry, I actually don't section. So I'm sorry for that. I'm going to take these out, and I'm going to kind of just rough dry everything else, being cognizant of where I'm pushing my hair. I'm gonna take my concentrator off. I prefer to take my concentrator off when I'm rough drying and then put it on when I do some brush work. Everything I'm gonna do is gonna be kind of blowing down to prevent frizz from happening. I don't wanna get under the hair and get all crazy with it and start pushing up that air too much. But bang's cute, huh? Very easy little curtain bang. But yeah, big trick, just always start with your bangs. When they're nice and soaking wet, start them right away. Don't get into things and try to come back to the bangs because I promise you they'll lay funky. So I'm gonna get rough dry to about 70%. Really big proponent of working smarter, not harder, behind the chair. The guests, you know, as much as they love their experience, trust me, they don't want to be captive in your chair forever. So they want to get in and out and get on with their lives. So rough drying is, you know, a big time saver. There's no sense in going in, except for bangs, when the hair is super soaking wet and, you know, working that brush, you know, you want to get some of that moisture out because you can still really set your shape in when the hair is still in the damp form. I also was thinking about, you know, how I like to do the bangs first, get them dry. It's also nice for the guest because then they're looking at themselves and at least it's kind of polished. It shows them, you know, that they're starting to look, you know, presentable and nice and not just staring at themselves with a wet head. So now this is when I'm going to section back into my ears forward and one big section in the back. So I'm just going to come in and section off my front, ear forward, so on the other side. And then a section in the back. And I always start in the front, no matter what. I always like the guests to see that front getting dried first. I just think it's a better experience for them. So I'm gonna come in now with about a 1-inch section, coming straight across the whole ear forward section. So this is about 1 inch here. And I'm gonna get my, let's see here. I'm gonna start with the 55. And the secret here is I am going to blow dry and then I'm gonna twist, wrap, and cool as I'm blow drying. So it's gonna create this kind of soft wave. And everything I'm doing is gonna be away from the face. So all of my wrist action is keeping this hair away from the face. And then the twist, wrap, and cool. And it's gonna start to create kind of a soft curl. And then we're gonna go in the end, and you can already see it kind of taking shape now without it even having any heat. And then I'll go in the end with some of that triple dry and kind of just showcase texture and spray it up and kind of rough it and mess it up a little bit. So here we go with the blow dry, and now at this point, always get your concentrator on. You always want to be very, very cognizant of how you are directing your airflow. I love, you know, just watching those little hairs kind of smooth down, because although this is a textured look, you never want to have it look frizzy or sloppy. So still polished, but tousled. So here we go. go in and get the whole section pretty much smooth. And then that's when I'm gonna go in and do, kind of set that wave in and then let it cool for a second. But first I'm gonna focus at that root. I'm gonna really just direct my heat here, and then I'll start to direct more midshaft and ends, but it's the root that's gonna need the most heat, and the area that I like to concentrate the most, and then I'll worry about the mids and ends last. Also, sorry, I like to get off base and come up and above, and that's gonna create volume. I don't wanna be down here because that's gonna be low volume. I wanna get up and above. Another 1 inch section. You're just really just kind of letting it cool off the brush as you twist your wrist. And you can see, you know, I kind of went back into that section there because it wasn't as dry as I thought. So I was like, nope, still wet. So I went back and I hit it again. Want to get it definitely 100% dry. Here, we've got some volume happening. You can see how it's got a little more through here. And then you can kind of just come in and break this up and give it a little tousle and a little zhuzh and hit that with a little bit of that spray. And that's going to create that really nice kind of just tousled beach wave look that we're going for. It's looking so cute. I love when the ends kind of, you know, you got pieces coming this way and pieces going that way. It's really fun. I like the organic factor to that. You'll notice there that I was going in like this, but at the end I switched and I started bringing it all back and away from the face. I kind of reminded myself in the process that I was keeping everything away. So I started in this way, and I'm like, nope, I'm going back. And that just kind of creates that really beautiful symmetry on both sides. And I think I have a little bit of my bang piece still in there too, so I gotta make sure that those cascade away. Where the hair is falling forward here, I like to kind of keep this section separate because I really wanna make sure that that goes in with the bangs. I love how while we're kind of twisting off, it's helping to have that hair cooled down as well. It like reinforces that, so. Great volume. Tousled ends, a little spray. She's looking sassy. Love it. Okay, now we're gonna work into the back, and I'm gonna kind of keep doing the same thing. A little tangled. So in the back section, I'm gonna have the guests put their head down a little bit. I'm gonna take about a 1-inch section here, clip up. And I'm gonna kind of attack this in two because I'm gonna meet center back. obviously my sectioning is a little messy in the back and, you know, just kind of more organic, and that's okay because this is more of an organic look. It doesn't have to be so perfect. And again, it's time is of the essence. You want to get them in, you want to get them out, and you want to keep them happy. But I really love how this is looking. It's super easy. It was fun to just kind of allow her to be more air dried and then just kind of hit that shape in there. So at this point, I would go in with my, sorry Erica, with my triple dry, and I would just kind of tousle this up and hit it with a little of that spray and kind of just separate my ends for that messy, beachy kind of fun look, but it's so cute. And she's got, you know, just great motion in the back. Some of these pieces I could probably refine just a little bit with product, but how fun and easy is that? So I just want to show you again what our goal was and what we finished with today on Erica. Obviously her cut is a little different than our goal or our first image. But again, this one is called the Trendsetter, and this is what we were going for, and I think we nailed it. I think it's super cute, and I love that she's got some volume in there. Remember to over direct your round brush and kind of flip that wrist and let it cool as you drop it down. But this is a fun little sassy style. So I love it. I hope that you guys have success doing this one on your guests. Thanks.